us on the bottom?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Okay. We are streaming. Do you want to see how we sound?
Yeah. Where are my head? Well, no, I won't use
I'll
that.
just play it.
Yeah, just play it.
I'll just play it, and everybody can fucking.
Everyone can
does
hear
not
the echo.
Alright. Which is good again. This is us. Hear any video game?
Uh-uh. Well, look, it's like, is that it? There's like
No.
nothing.
It should all be coming through.
What about this? This is muted.
Maybe I'm just not. What's muted?
This?
No, yeah, that should all be muted. It's
Mm.
all. It should all come through here.
It looks like it is.
Trying a single bloody thing. Why don't you try it on your phone real quick?
Okay.
Oh wait, there we go. It all sounds fine.
Good.
Yeah, it all sounds completely fine. Okay. I don't know why I was doing it wrong.
Cool.
Okay. All right, let's get into it. So we're doing a quick and dirty morning stream because we just got the N64.
Oh yeah, I can't hear you through my headphones.
You can't hear me through. Okay.
No.
One moment, please. Oh right. I think we ruined something.
Uh-oh.
All right. I need a better cable for my headphones. So
Oh.
give me just a second.
All right.
I just get up and run frantically. But you can play for a little bit if you want.
Right. Yeah, I'll play something else.
Okay.
Oh, where'd the audio just go? Now I don't hear it.
The game audio disappeared.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take a look. This might just be us doing audio troubleshooting.
Yeah. Well, we need to do that.
Yeah. But try this one instead. See if it's any better. I think this cord might just be no good. So I'm gonna switcheroo on this. I thought we had it. We really did.
Hmm. You could hear me through the headphones?
Yeah. Well, no, I can't hear anything right now. My headphones are.
No, when you had them on.
When I had them on, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, no, I don't monitor you because I can just hear you.
Oh.
All right, let's see if that's any better. Is that any better? No, it's not. Although my mic is on, so it should work. Maybe it just needs a second. Check. Let's see. Find this thing.
That's
there we
it.
go. There we go. All right. I think we're in
Cool.
business.
Hey.
How do we sound, guys? For those who are in the room.
Am I louder? I was
think
louder last time.
you were a little louder. I do want to play around with that, but I think we probably should get to the gravy.
The
for
goods.
Get to the goods for the sake of the stream right now. Okay. So let me figure out. I'm not hearing. Oh, there's no game to hear. Okay.
Right.
So yeah, why don't you
Put a
pick a
game
game
on.
and we'll go from there.
Okay. A game we had.
Yeah, let's play a game we had.
Let's play Diddy Kong Racing.
Okay. Okay, I'm not seeing the game come up on here. I think something went wrong. Hold on. Oh, I sat down and unplugged the capture card. That's what happened. My ass ruined everything. We're gonna have to figure out a better configuration for that, but for now.
Oh yeah, and where's the audio?
Audio's still not on?
Wait,
There it is.
now I hear it.
Hooray! Oh man, it's been so long. Oh, this is so cute. Right, this game rules. Yes. All right, so I'm not... Oh, there we go. I'm Diddy. Is mine working? Am I plugged in there?
Press A. Oh, you had already selected
Oh,
a character.
All right. I'm Diddy. All right. Oh, man.
Did you play this?
I'm sure I did, but I don't remember. I don't remember how to be good or anything. It looks a lot like Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's just use Z to use an item.
Gotcha. It's like
Yeah.
Daniel Tiger. This cute little fella. How do you
Aw.
jump?
I don't know if there is jumping in this.
What? What?
Well, it's not Mario Kart, even though it's very similar.
Right, it's just attempting to distinguish itself from Mario Kart by removing a feature.
Well, I was watching a whole video about Mario Kart, and they were saying that jumping was added because it's a Mario game.
I mean, I love jumping. It can help you to, it tightens up your turns.
Yes, although you could do the same thing in this. It's just R to drift.
Oh, really? Okay. Ah, I see. Cool. Oh, that's fun. Yes, lack of realism, absolutely.
I definitely have to say, as far as games that want to be Mario Kart, this is probably the best one, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, we'll play a couple more because I feel like some of the finest games on this console were racing games, right?
There were a bunch of them. We had like Beetle Adventure Racing. We had Cruisin' USA, Mario Kart, and F-Zero. Also a good game.
Right, right. How's the audio sound, guys? Are we all right?
Good.
Good. Bum, bum. When are we gonna do hovers?
Oh, that's right now.
Oh, nice. Oh man, this is it's just so cute looking. But also like the console is straining a little bit.
Right. Well, that's any split screen game will make it much slower.
Right, right. I mean, look how much is going on here.
Yeah, look at that water. There's like waves.
Yeah, waterfalls. Oh, I see. And then you go up on the beach, right? Or I'm just going out of bounds. I can't tell.
No, you can do both. I think it's just slower on the beach. It's like off track.
Wow.
I love the music in this game.
It's real cute. Oh, I cannot tell. I've gone out of bounds. So with N64, I feel like, I mean, maybe it started earlier. Maybe it started with Kirby. Something. Or maybe you can identify a place that it started. But I feel like with N64, Nintendo went aggressively towards cuteness in their games in a way that they hadn't before. That it was just like, things were so cute that it was deranged. Like, I did play a little bit of Yoshi's Story last night, and that game is absolutely deranged in its cuteness.
Yes, and the Yoshi games stayed like that.
Yes.
The Crafted World is also like that.
Yes.
I
And
think. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's delightful,
Yeah.
It's not a complaint. Go
Well,
ahead.
I think that the reason that's that way is because at this point, Nintendo needed to like admit they weren't going to be like the default console in the house. It's for kids. That's
Yeah.
what I think they accepted.
Yeah.
So they, went more towards that. Like Donkey Kong Country is not like this at all.
No, but this is like for the little guy who who the older brother was playing with but not really allowing to play. This was a game for the little guy.
Yeah, maybe. It's palatable for kids. It's also like look at
Cute.
some of the other racing games. They're all realistic.
Yeah.
Even at this point.
and have
Like,
evil
Gran Turismo.
and have like evil amounts of carnage in them.
Yes.
Like you're supposed to mow people down in those games. You're supposed to like shoot shit at each other and just destroy other other aircrafts.
Yeah.
Like, this is just so cute and totally harmless.
Right. It's child's birthday party.
Yes.
Like there's
Absolutely.
balloons and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh my god, yeah, balloons. Yeah, it's so cute. I would play this with my son, and it wouldn't scare him one bit.
Yeah, there's nothing scary about that. Even Mario Kart has thwomps in it.
Yeah, exactly. Which I discovered.
Yeah, he'd like this.
Yeah, no, he would. I think he's going. At some point, our my little boy is going to come back from the store, and I'm going to turn off the stream because I don't want him to be on the stream. But I'd like to play this with him when he comes back. Yeah, I sent him. I'm training him for the show Old Enough right now, and I sent him out to the store with a grocery list. And I assume he's doing it right now. Have you ever seen that show Old Enough?
No.
I think it's a Korean show. I'm not sure. I've only seen one episode. I'd like to watch more, but it's a reality show where parents send they entrust their child with like a responsibility. Like I watched one where somebody did send their child to the store, and it was like a 4-year-old, and he's just like walking down a street, and like the cameras don't interfere. It's like a nature show. So the cameras are watching him walk through traffic, you know, like this little boy was very good. He was old enough. They watched him abide by the traffic, and I'm sure, like, you know, there are protections in place to keep him from really getting hurt, but the show purports to leave the kids alone to see if they're actually old enough to do the thing that they've been sent to do.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's a little psychotic to to do this, but also like it's kind of incredible what you can expect of a child when you trust them to do it. Oh, that was faster than I thought for some reason. Yeah. This is so fun. Whoa! Oh, whoa.
Oh yeah, we don't have to play it, but I definitely want to talk about how you dislike Mario Kart 64.
Oh yeah. Oh, we can play it. Maybe it'll come back to me.
You should, like, you know, if you have an issue, you should just point at it.
Sure. So I think I in general am kind of persnickety about sequels because I don't like reuse of assets and reuse of concepts. It bothers. I think what bothered me about Mario Kart 64 is like the original had such cute cartoon art, and the new one, this
Yes,
one from
25 years ago.
The 64 version had like 3D interpretations of that cute cartoon art, so I found those to be ugly.
Right, and they're like digitized, so they're not even models.
Yeah.
They just snap into pose. It's like
Yeah.
the Super Nintendo game did that too, but now it's realistic and kind of uncanny.
Yeah, I think that was part of my problem with it. And, you know, I maybe because the mechanics were so similar, I saw it as like a needless, like almost remake of something that had already been perfect, in my opinion. I think that's what it is. Oh my God, I don't know why I keep doing this.
Well, yeah, that game is still good. It's still fun to play, and Mario's Kart 64 is very similar.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
It's
not like a huge. Well, you know, I'd say some of the other Mario Kart games were good. Like, you know, DS was good. Now you can play it on, you know, your handheld and everything.
Right.
But if it's not adding some new way to play like that, then it does feel like there should have been something that made it stand out.
Yes.
You know, Mario Kart 64 added, well, I'd say that it added like 3 dimensions to the game.
Right, but I felt like the game was 3D already.
Right.
As I'm talking about how I hate sequels, somebody's saying that Wish list perfect tides too right now. I realize the hypocrisy in everything I'm saying. I'm just, I'm just trying to express, I'm just trying to put into words how I felt about it. And that way has nothing to do with logic, and it has nothing to do with how I feel now, which, again, is 25 years later.
All right, we've exhausted everything about that game.
All right.
Let's play Mario Kart.
All right.
Oh, man.
I wonder why OBS with the stream tools does not actually tell me how many people are in the chat.
Huh.
Why not?
Just assume there's hundreds.
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 Hundreds of people.
Hundreds.
How's everyone's Saturday going? Obviously, I'm playing some video games with my bro. What are you doing?
What am I doing? I have to do my laundry.
Oh, you're already thinking about what's next after this.
Well, I got to clean my house. That's all I have planned.
That's good though. I mean, what feels better than having a clean house on the weekend?
That is nice. Yeah.
Mike and I used to make Saturday our cleaning day, and when we lived in an apartment, who do I want to be? When we lived in an apartment, we could clean the entire apartment in like an hour and a half together, and give it a good clean. You know, like wipe everything down, vacuum, and put everything away.
Yeah.
And now we just we have to sneak it in where we can fit it. Yeah, I didn't like the way, that way that Yoshi just turns. I think Yoshi in particular really bothered me.
Oh yeah. You didn't like the way they made him into 3D?
No, he's got a skinny little head.
Yeah. Seeing the back of his eyes is a little bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah. I felt like that was a bad 3D translation.
I mean, yeah, it does. I admit it does look a lot better on this TV than it does on emulator.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, you were saying that about Donkey Kong Country too.
Yeah.
It's and I think actually the audience gets a little bit of that effect. Like it looks kind of TV-like on
I guess so.
on the stream.
It's a low resolution, like it should be.
Yeah, exactly. You're not supposed to see every detail. Once you see every detail, you see all of the details that were not meant to be seen.
Yeah, if you foolishly play this in HD, then all the things that look wrong just look worse.
Yes. Ah! I fell straight into your banana, and then you hit me with a no. Stop! You're just finish him. Oh man. You know, this plays great though. Like this feels awesome.
Yeah, it definitely was good. I mean, mode 7, absolutely awesome. But this is really 3D. There's going up and down and stuff.
And this is better than the game we just played in terms of mechanics. This is much more pleasing to control. It's more fun to play. Stylistically, maybe it doesn't bring anything brand new. Oh, you get 5 bananas to throw. Wow. You can really paint this place. Yeah, no, the way this moves is terrific. Whoa, look at all those mushrooms!
So you still feel like it doesn't add anything new particularly.
Aesthetically, I find it kind of repulsive, but
it is weird looking.
It's kind of the best they could do. And I mean, these backgrounds are also better than Diddy Kong Racing.
Well, also, yeah, look at the frame rate. It's much better.
Yeah.
There's no actual models. That probably has something to do with it.
Right. So they sacrificed on the actual models in order to make the gameplay much more smooth.
Yeah.
And I think it's, now that I'm old enough to understand that.
No!
Wow, we both really took a beating at the end there.
Damn.
Yeah, Yoshi's lean is quite. Oh, I'm trying to prop myself up so I don't have to lean forward.
It looks weird. Oh, do you want this one?
Only if you don't want it. No, I'm okay now.
Okay.
Are you comfortable? I make a good living.
I'm comfortable.
No, you know that joke? It's like a Jewish joke.
Oh, I get it.
Are you comfortable?
I make a good living. But yeah, like look at how Peach is like she's like craning.
Oh, I know.
It's
Oh,
weird
man.
looking.
Oh man, yeah, she's lopsided. Whoops.
Ow.
I forgot to play. Oh, it's like a farm, right? I remember this. Yeah, so now I got to give them credit because they sacrificed what would have been a much better looking set of characters in order to get really smooth, creamy gameplay out of this thing.
I don't know if it would have looked better because the models would have been very low poly.
Right. But I don't know, sometimes low poly has a pleasing softness to it that these don't
Yes,
have.
the models in Mario Kart DS are the lowest resolution, but that game runs like butter. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, this game really does allow you through your items to go hard on your opponents. It's really cruel.
Ow. Hit me over the finish line.
Yep. I like went under you while you were flying through the air.
Yeah, if this was a newer Mario Kart game, we'd be able to clip that and like look at it from different angles.
Yep. Oh, I forgot to update the category of this. It probably still says a link to the past, but
It's
whatever. Good morning to all you Zelda fans. We're
Yeah.
playing Mario Kart 64 today.
We could just keep it linked to the past all the time.
Yeah, it'll attract new viewers. I mean, not that we need it. The viewer count is just overflowing right now.
Oh, fuck.
Twitch is actually like, they're gonna have to put us on a different server pretty soon because the load that we are introducing to this platform is quite strenuous. But look, we're not idiots. If we do a meetup for fans of Thingus in Times Square, we're gonna have some security. We're gonna have some safety measures. In
Yeah, I mean,
place.
we're not going to be there, but you can be there.
No, well, that's safety measure number one. Don't be there. But
Yeah, I mean, you understand when you reach a certain level of fame, you're just not safe.
yeah, exactly. And I'm starting to feel that way, but I know how to manage it. I'm not worried about celebrity. I think I'm perfectly suited for it, really, because I, in my daily life, already treat everybody else like insects. And it's not really hard for me to, use the many assets that being a famous streamer provides to ensure my total security. So, I think we'll be okay. Oh, you know what? You're not like even on camera. Let's move this. There we go. I don't know when or how that happened. Oh, it went back. It went back to being that way. Here we go.
It's moving on its own.
Yeah, it is. I think the wire on the camera is pulling it back away from us. Oh, the shortcut? Do you I'm just going into walls because I'm paying attention to the camera. I do not remember the shortcut. Do you, Joe?
Where is that? It's somewhere coming up.
All right, after we finish this race, I'll fix the camera once
Okay.
and for all.
Oh, it's this.
Oh, you got it?
Nope.
Oh, nope. Oh, you got to jump into that hole?
You have to go off the ramp. Good luck. It's your only hope to catch up. Oh wait, not really, because this is Mario Kart. You can just get an item.
That's right. It's the beauty of this game. Oh, I see it over there. I'll never get this.
Right. That
That
was
would be so hard.
something the video was saying that they really liked that this game had items that could like make it so you can't like predict what's gonna happen ever. Like
Yeah.
even if you're an experienced player, you could still lose.
Right. Wow. Yes, that is a fun thing about it when a game allows for the possibility that a button masher, that a child or a mom who never plays video games is going to show up and just fucking win. Just clean up. Oh my god, I'm so far behind. I'm so far behind because I had to go and be a producer. I will fix it. Right now the camera is just capturing like most of you and like too much of me. What if I use... Oh, I can't even use Starman while I'm tiny. Maybe if I use Starman at the shortcut ramp. Whoop. I can get to the shortcut ramp. I can't. Nope. Alright, forget it. Oh my god, the control I would need to do that shortcut, I do not possess.
Yeah.
A blue shell.
What?
Go out there and kill somebody. Just wreak havoc so that I can feel better about... That call from a bird is just like a realistic bird's call. Gah! It's just like if you wake up somewhere where there's a lot of woods, you just hear... Gah! Kind of pulls me out of the Super Mario world, honestly.
What, that there's like realistic birds?
Yeah.
That is something a little odd that in Mario 64 there's like realistic fish swimming around.
Yeah.
They didn't really commit to the like cartoon style yet.
Right. They were like, do we want to keep doing this?
Oh my god.
What?
Oh, Bowser.
Bowser just being an asshole with his big
He's
ass.
crashing into me and making us both spin out. Come on.
Doesn't he know
No!
you're trying to have a fun Saturday before you woo! Oh man. Wow.
Good try.
I turfed out, but I had to try and reach for glory one time.
Yeah.
Poof. Seventh. I made it to 7th.
Hey.
All right, let me see if I can get this camera. This cord is wrapped around it.
Oh my god.
Is it better?
Yeah.
All right. All right. You all know how it goes. Oh, that light, the go sign tricks me because I expect there to be an extra beat there. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, you have to be so good to get the shortcut, but I bet the shortcut must save you so much time. Like you must buy like 20 seconds from that thing.
Yeah, but it's like high risk.
High risk. Right, because if you try for it, you're going to lose time. Mario.
So this was the game they always had set up at Hebrew school during the Purim Carnival. This was like the top station too. It was like everyone was playing Mario Kart.
That's a Thingus.
That's
right?
a Thingus.
Oh man. The Purim Carnival at Hebrew school. What a perfect thing to bring up on a Saturday morning. our one day of freedom that we had as Jewish kids. Every Sunday we had to learn about being Jewish until we were 13.
But on Purim, they had fun and games.
Yes, Purim is kind of like Jewish Halloween. You wear a costume. It is not a particularly holy holiday, at least not in the Reformed Jewish faith. So it's just kind of a day of fun and games. It's when going to Hebrew school is not a total chore. There's a lot of snacks and games and stuff. And apparently Mario Kart 64, though I don't remember that personally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. It was there for like forever, for like 10 years.
Right. Well, oh yeah, you were there for longer than I was. I got
Right.
bat mitzvahed and then I pretended to care for 1 extra year and then I peaced out. But I taught there for a little while. So I was the Hebrew tutor for probably like oh no wait, I did that later. I came back later when I was a teen, and like even when I was in college for a little while, I was coming back on weekends to do Hebrew school tutoring with kids who, you know, could not have cared less. And I was 18, so I too probably could not have. I could only have cared less if I wasn't getting paid to be there.
Another notable instance of Mario Kart 64 was at my orthodontist. They had this set up, and that was also there for like 10 years.
Boy, yeah, this is a real orthodontist's office game.
Yes.
Well, you know it's the ultimate orthodontist's office game, though. Richard Scary, the Pico game.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right?
he had a Pico too.
Yeah, that's who had it, right? Like
Yes.
the people who bought a Pico, because no one bought it for their home. The people who bought a Pico were people with waiting rooms at their business. Why aren't the trains pulling cars behind? It's a good question. That would make it a lot harder, right? They should have it so that one car has a ramp that you can jump through. And you can try and catch that one. And one of them is really tall and you can go under it, so you would look really cool doing it.
I suppose that would probably just make it so people wait for the train, and that would be boring.
Right, it would be disruptive to the race. I just think it would be cool if like there were a couple of different train obstacles to go through. Oh, it's just the castle from Mario 64.
Yeah, without the trees.
Right. Yeah. They mowed them all down to make it a racetrack. Princess didn't have a problem with that?
I mean, it's not really her castle.
Really? What?
I mean, it's just a set.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah, those look really bad there because you can't even like their faces look too blurry. Like compared to that fish who's actually 3D.
In the first game, they had so much personality in this scene.
Yeah, exactly. And they look kind of dead here. So I think that was a big part of it for me. I just I could not square how unalive a lot of these 3D characters looked in this first era of 3D games. Unalive. That's like what people say on social media when they're not allowed to say suicide. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah.
That's like the word that's become a verb, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it also applies to the very strange appearance of these 3D characters from N64 games.
Yeah, they're just like zombie-like. What should we play next?
Well, do we want to do Wave Race?
Yes.
So this was our first N64 game that I don't know if you caught the story on the last stream, but our parents worked really, really hard to get us an N64 for Hanukkah, and the only game available was Wave Race, so we were told that we better fucking enjoy it, and enjoy it we did, and I have not played it in 20 plus years, so let's check it out.
I don't know if we have it.
It's not on here. It's not considered important enough.
Oh wait, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Europe.
Oh, Europe.
Oh,
so it's gonna be like.
I accidentally chose something else, I think.
It's gonna be like it's Wave Race in it.
That's Europe, yeah.
Uh-oh. No, it pauses for a second before it turns on.
Oh.
Give it a minute.
Let's try that again.
Let it save, Mom.
Oh my god.
Let it save.
This is what Mom needed to understand.
Right. There
was
a point.
Yes. There were consequences for us if we didn't, like we'd lose our game if Mom just turned it off. But then there'd be consequences for Mom if she didn't just let us save. Okay,
Yeah.
This is all wrong.
Oh, this is weird.
It's
Okay.
picking up on the stream.
It's picking up on the stream, but
but
not
it's
on
black
the
and
TV.
white. And it's
Yeah.
not on the TV.
All right, this is all wrong.
This is all wrong.
I guess we need to try again, huh?
See if there's like another version of it.
All right.
Hey Heidi. Come here.
Heidi, you want to come up?
Come up.
Come up. I think it's hard for her to find a launch point. I think she really wants to be close to us, but she doesn't want to like get all mixed up in this world we have here. This world of stuff.
I think it's not on this because
Oh,
I didn't
no.
see it in the first list, and then the second one was the
Oh, I'm sorry.
broken one.
I have to answer a text real quick.
Oh. Oh wait, it was right there. I missed it. Okay. It's more like it.
Oh, nice. Oh, God, look at this beautiful game.
Yeah.
Da, da, da,
Yeah, we
da.
almost forgot that we didn't have Mario 64.
Yeah, because like we were looking at like these gorgeous blue waves and these beautiful dolphins and like the sun hitting the camera, like the virtual camera of the game. Look how awesome this looks.
Yeah, this was like nothing we'd ever seen. This was like 1996 before the Dreamcast and
Yeah.
before the PlayStation 2.
This looks so good.
Yeah, this game is sick.
I love that the dolphins follow you around. It's awesome. Yeah, this really is lovely. Europe didn't get color until later, yes. Beautiful. Yeah, let's warm it up. Or did you just go to start?
I clicked warm up.
Okay. Oh, does it know I'm playing? No.
Nope. Sorry. Well, maybe we could just. Yep.
2-player verse. There we go.
There we go.
Select your watercraft, please.
I'll be a Stewart.
Select your course, please.
Oh, by the way, I think I do need a memory pack for this. We might have to raid Mom's house for that.
A memory pack. Do you need that? Well, isn't that just for like time trials saving?
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure you can't save. Like we were given warnings last night when we tried to play games that we wouldn't be able to save.
But it's an EverDrive. Does it really need, or can it write? Can it not write to the game?
You would think it could. Maybe you can.
It had. I saw there was a list of save files, so I'm not
Right.
sure.
Yeah, because I hope so because apparently the memory packs are really expensive these days.
We never had one, did we?
No,
I don't think we did.
How did we save?
Because you only need that to save ghosts or something.
Oh,
I don't know if there's like certain games that require it, but I don't think we had any.
well, we played Blues Brothers 2000 last night, and that one said you needed a pack.
Well, what pack was it? Was it the memory pack or the save card? Because memory, as
Save
in,
card.
because like, you see, there's like a door on the there's like on the front of the N64. There's a little thing
Yeah.
for like a memory expansion.
Yeah, that.
Some games need that.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
It might already have it inside though.
okay. Well, yeah. Maybe you can just ignore that and then still play.
Maybe. I'm not sure like any games really needed it. I thought it was just like, well, anyway.
Select your course.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. But I definitely want to like play some of these games that
This
require
sucks.
you to.
You
Oh, we
can't
can only do the
select
one.
anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
but this is just practice, right? So why don't we go back?
Select your
I don't think this was practice.
Really?
I think they want you to play single player
So
to
that you
unlock
can,
that.
So that you can unlock them. That sucks.
We should just download a file that has everything.
Right.
Let's play some.
Okay. Well, it was worth it just to see that intro again.
Yeah.
By the way, do you see these these games up here?
Yeah.
This is not for the stream, unfortunately, but Mike is 3D printing stands that do that.
Yeah,
And
it looks
there's one in
great.
the printer there right now.
Ah, cool. Oh, it's printing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, because there's just like no way to display the games, to show them off and also like take up that little space. What shall we play? Da. Does anybody have any N64 requests? Because we don't know what we're going to play next. Pop quiz. How much memory do you think could fit on an N64 memory card pack? Do you have a guess?
32 kilobytes.
Kilobytes or megabytes?
Kilobytes.
Really? Is that what you think it is?
I have no idea.
I
I
have
mean,
no
it,
idea. I
it
would've-
might. It's not 32 megabytes. Definitely not that high.
No, I mean, because a video game, like one of these games, you can see here, these are 32 megs, 16 megs.
Were you
So-
asking about the game itself or the save card?
Okay, you're right. 32 kilobytes.
Hey, good
Bang
guess.
on. Wow, cool. I think I actually have a copy of Perfect Dark. We'll play that another time, I think, because I want to play the actual original cartridge. But I've found, since I got this console, I've found that N64 games are kind of expensive. So
Yeah.
I haven't bought a lot, so I just got the Evercart for now. I think I'm making the camera move by stepping on the table all the time. Sorry. Trying just a very light setup today, but still haven't gotten it perfect.
How about Yoshi's Story?
Sure. Yeah, man. I think that's just one player, but
Oh, right.
I'll watch you play because I played a little of this last night. So,
Okay.
my God, do you remember all the songs in this? Like when they're like, "Be careful."
Is that what they're saying?
I don't know. I kind of thought that's what they were saying, but I was just laughing at it. Oh, it saved what I did. Okay. Okay, that's a good sign. This game is like absolutely deranged. Like it's just like the happiness and the hearts are just so out there. Like nothing you've ever seen before. Uh-oh.
Ah,
What's that guy doing there?
I don't know. Yeah, deranged is a good word for this.
And of course, you have the first appearance of like the fabric texture in this game, which I feel like they're still using that, right? Oh, we need to make a sticker of that flower, the dead flower.
Yes. So this game is very different from Yoshi's Island. It's not about getting to the end. It's about eating fruit. If
Right.
you eat enough fruit, you beat the level.
Yeah, you need to make. So right, so the levels are endless, right? Or at least you hit a dead end where you can't do anything anymore.
Yeah.
So they're sort of non-linear at a point. Like you go through doors to try and find more fruit, but not necessarily to complete the level.
Hey.
It's a little more
No.
meandering.
Yeah, you have to use these guys to bounce around the level.
Yeah. So like I found that the fun of this game, apart from having kind of similar gameplay mechanics to Yoshi's Island, was living in a house full of siblings where you could compete to get the best score. Right? That was sort of the completionist appeal.
This is tough.
Wasn't there like a type of gameplay where it like you were trying to just get high value fruit like melons and stuff?
Yes, if you get all melons, then you'll get the highest score.
That's impossible.
I think I
remember-
did it for every level.
I remember playing it that way, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
I see
we
what
could go
right now
somewhere else.
you're ignoring a lot of fruit right in front of you.
Oh, well, I just wanted grapes.
You just want grapes.
I just want grapes.
Sometimes you just want grapes.
Oh, it happens to be my favorite fruit.
Cute. Oh, right. Each Yoshi has different preferences, right?
No, it's like different every level.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just changes.
Oh, okay. So the challenge is, it's like it's challenging you to get the grapes.
Yeah, you get more points if you get your favorite fruit.
You know what we got in the garden right now? Raspberries.
Mmm,
If you want to go out there, before you go home, if you want to go out there and pick a few berries.
sure.
Such simple pleasures in the summertime. Did I tell you the saga of the lemon?
What's the saga of the lemon?
Well, so I've had a lemon tree for about, I think, 3 years now. And, we live in the Northeast, so obviously a lemon tree cannot grow outside all year. And every year I have been potting up, as the tree gets bigger, I've been putting it in bigger pots. And every fall, Mike and I bring it into the house, and it gets heavier and heavier every year. It's in a very big pot now. It used to be this big, and now it's in like one of those massive pots that takes 2 people to carry. We bring it in every year, and we haul it upstairs to our bedroom. It's
my
very
God.
unpleasant, and every spring we haul it back downstairs.
Oh my God.
So it's a lemon tree that has never set fruit. Last year it formed a lot of flowers, and then it formed like what appears to be like a tiny little lime. It's just like a little green bulge. But they all fell off before they could grow. It just wasn't ready. Then this past winter, and I've always been trying to do this, when it flowers in the house in our bedroom, I take a toothbrush and I just go over to each flower and I shake it up inside and get the pollen, and then I put that on another flower, and I do it for all of them. And that's like, you can be a bee if you do that. You can you can pollinate your own flowers.
Yeah.
If the bees all died, it would be very, very inconvenient, but we could still self-pollinate some things, right?
Yeah.
So it never worked, but this winter, around February, I found that there was actually one growing. It was green, and it was about that big. It was the size. It was like half the size of a lemon by the time I discovered it. So obviously I babied this thing, and I was very careful of it when we brought it outside for the spring. And a few months in the sun, that thing grew to full size, but it stayed green. It was just green. And it actually, for a while, I was like, am I sure this is a lemon tree? Is this a lime? And I was like, no, I'm gonna give this a chance to ripen. But a lot of the time, when fruit doesn't complete the way it's supposed to, you kind of just assume the worst, that it's never going to ripen, and then it's going to fall off and it'll be unripe, and there's just no way to ripen it. Or it'll ripen when it falls off, but it'll never be as good as it's supposed to be. It's very hard to grow fruit.
Yeah.
People think fruit growing is easy because they've all at some point lived next to a tree where fruit grows effortlessly, right? Like if you've ever lived near an apple tree or a peach tree or something where you're just like, oh my God, there's too many. They fall off before you can even harvest all of them. Then you might think that fruit is easy to grow. It is not. Somebody with a lot of knowledge about fruit trees took care of that tree until it got to that point. So anyway, about a month ago, it started to turn yellow. And Mike and I were like, and we were watching it like hawks. It's one fruit on this whole tree. And then we went on a trip for 10 days. We were like, oh, if I come back and someone's fucked up that fruit, I'm going to be so unhappy. We came back, it's still there. And it's yellow. It's very yellow. It basically looks ready. Neither of us picked it. We left it there. We took it for granted. So, yesterday, I walk outside. The first thing I see in front of me, about 10 feet from the tree, is a busted, shriveled up lemon, eaten out and left. The rest of it left for dead. About half of it was chewed on. And it was left there in the sun, completely ruined. And then I went over to the tree, and it wasn't there. And it was so deeply disappointing. I was with Oscar at the time, and he was the only one I could tell about it, and he was like, oh no, our lemon. But he didn't quite grasp how sad it was. later on, Mike comes home. I'm making dinner, and we picked raspberries, and I brought those in, and Mike's like, "Oh boy, raspberries!" And I'm like, "Yeah, bad news about the lemon though." And he was like, "No," and he didn't even want to accept it. No, and I tell him, "Just go out and look, and you'll see it there on the ground." He goes out and looks. He's like, "I saw it there the other day. I saw it. Why didn't I pick it? Why didn't I pick it?" So distraught. We were both so disappointed. We've been waiting so long for this lemon. So he comes back in, and he's so frustrated, so unhappy about the lemon. We're both really sad. He goes back out. He checks it again. Then he goes back over to the lemon tree, roots around. He finds it on the ground. "That thing over there was a squash," he says, as he comes back inside. Here it is. He brings it in, and it's a little overripe. It started to turn green again, but it's fine. It is a lemon. He takes a knife. Yeah, a lemon story with a twist. That's right. He takes a knife to it, cuts it open. Perfect lemon inside. Perfect, juicy lemon. One seed. Perfect lemon. He cuts that thing open, and then he puts it back together, and he says, "I'm saving this for tonight." So that night, last night, Mike made us a couple of cocktails. He made a seltzer, and he squoze that lemon into the seltzer, and then we ate. Like, we cut a slice for Oscar for later. He's gonna get that today. And we ate the lemon just like after it had been squeezed, and it was a Meyer lemon, so it was sweeter than your average lemon. You
Ooh.
can actually like stick that thing in your mouth, and it's not unpleasant.
Yeah.
And we just sat there chewing on the pulp of that lemon, and then we drank the drink that we had made from it. It was a perfect night.
Nice. Happy ending.
It's a happy ending.
It started out sour and ended up sweet.
Those Meyer lemons, that's what happens.
Well, when life gives you lemons, eat them.
Life truly gave us this lemon. Oh, the power of hope too, because I had given up. And if he hadn't gone back there and looked around again, it would have rotted there on the ground. So happy we had that lemon. Maybe next year there'll be more than one. Maybe 2 lemons next year. So someone in the chat says that they've been nursing a fig tree for 7 years in their parents' garden, and it's an offshoot of an older tree, and the ground isn't very good, so they've only managed to get 4 figs. 4 figs is pretty good for a shoot in bad soil.
Oh, yeah. I've heard figs are really difficult to grow
Really difficult.
in this climate.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the fruit we ate this morning, was a fig that
Oh.
the neighbor picked off the ground. The neighbor hates the figs in their yard because somebody else planted them.
Yeah.
And yet it is a beautifully cared for tree that guy has moved away now, and his tree still drops figs in like all 3 yards around it, and they're perfect.
Nice.
We cut those things open, and it was just gorgeous red inside, sticky red. But I can only imagine how difficult it would be to start from the beginning. To start from an offshoot is really very beautiful. Was the older tree also your parents'? I'm very curious now. Yes, they say it's darkest before the dawn, and the lemon story captures. I'm glad. It's a good Saturday story, eh? Wholesome. Oh,
So
Heidi's
funny.
here. She settled down. What was that?
Oh, the chomp was laughing at me.
Oh man, that chomp is just like a still drawing too.
Yeah, everything in this game is just a rendered image.
Yeah.
It's just a texture.
Yeah, but you like you more than make up for that with the really, really nice controls.
Yeah.
That's what's important, and that's what I think has been a problem with 3D. At least it was a problem with 3D in these early years. A lot of these games had really swimmy controls because, I don't know, getting these characters to move on a dime seems harder when you're competing for processing space. No, the fig was from a friend's garden. The parent tree is dead now. And the other years, the fungus. Oh, it was attacked by a fungus. The Thingus. The Thingus. The Thingus is a fig fungus. Yeah, that's too bad. It's very hard. My husband and I have been trying to grow a peach tree for years, and we also have cherry trees. The peach tree bore one fruit this year, and Mike had to pick it early to prevent squirrels from taking it. So we brought it in, and it was not ready, but we brought it in because it was the biggest one that was still okay. And we ripened it in a bag, and we did eat it, and it was fine, but it wasn't that sweet because, it didn't have long enough to grow. I began putting a lot of effort into my raised bed to cope with a bad relationship. They really like gardens really do help with life. They really do. They are life, you know. It's life that you kind of can control, but also you surrender to in so many ways. The plants are going to do what they're going to do. The insects and the fungus are going to do what they're going to do. And you can feed it and you can nurture it, and you can find that your actions really made a difference. But you can't do everything. You can't be God. And it is very meditative to be the, what's the word? Not shepherd. What's the word when you're the one who takes care of the land? Cannot remember the word. You grew a parsnip though. That's very impressive. Parsnips are hard. I grew some parsnips. The only year I actually grew parsnips because they're very, very hard to germinate. No, not caretaker. They're very hard to germinate, parsnips, so I couldn't get the spacing right. And then by the time they actually germinated, they needed to overwinter. So they did overwinter. Is somebody knocking? Oh, that might be my son. All right. I don't want him on camera, so I'm going to go talk to him. BRB.
Yeah, another can't save. I own Doom. Who's attacking? I gotta punch this guy. The slowest punch ever.
How's it going?
Playing Doom 64.
Oh my god. Cool. All right. We're going to have to wrap this up in a couple minutes because
Okay.
it is just impossible to control my son from coming up here. So
Yeah.
But I guess we'll get a couple minutes of Doom in before we go. Yeah, thanks for coming by and watching. Oh, but anyway, I was going to say that parsnips, I had them over winter, but by the time they came into spring again, they were too woody to eat. It's hard to get a sweet parsnip, so that's pretty impressive that you had a tasty parsnip. Well, good luck with your fig tree. I hope it turns out well. If I could only remember that word. Oh man, I love it. They're still just 2D sprites. When they fall over, they look like they're 3D. Like the masking looks 3D. I got to give you this John Romero book when I'm done with it. I've been reading his memoir, and it's awesome, and and shocking too, because I think I brought this up before, probably on the stream. His childhood was rough, and it's very interesting to read about that in knowing what he became and the games that he made. Oh, game's not showing up anymore. Shit. Crap. That's a shit and a crap. Oh, it's because I sat down and unplugged it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I am what the French call les incompetents. All right, we're just gonna do a couple more minutes of Doom. Sorry about that, guys. Just do a couple more minutes of Doom, and then we'll call it a morning. Just a nice lazy Saturday. Kind of my favorite. I feel like I'm ready for a second cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Maybe, yeah.
Want to take one for the road?
Sure.
I love Saturday, man. I love summers and I love Saturdays. I think I'm ready to be a Canadian NPC, honestly.
Yeah.
I think the day I immigrate to Canada is the day I give up on being anything but a part of the crowd.
Yeah.
I just love. I'll just love the things that I love, and that will be enough.
Yeah, get away from all that toxicity, all that negativity.
Yeah.
Just become an NPC. Stop trying to play.
Well, I will say that Canadians are being infected by it for sure. They're not immune. They're not immune to the toxicity of our city. Of our city. Remember that song?
No, what's that?
It was, remember System of a Down? They had one other hit. Or I don't know if it was a hit. It was just the title song on their album that had When Angels Deserve to Die, you know, that like makeup, right? So they also did a song that was like the toxicity of our city. And that one is not remembered by anyone except me, but it perfectly encapsulates the moment. Maybe on TikTok they're all playing this song right now. They know what I think nobody knows. This looks really cool, I gotta say.
Yeah, this game is good. I never played this one.
Who publishes Romero's games?
id Software?
It's id. Is that his company?
I think so.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, they also did Wolfenstein, right? Mm-hmm. Did they also make Quake?
I think so.
Okay.
So like all of the games that people associate with first-person shooters, they made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the notable ones in the early days. Mm-hmm. It's like, imagine if like every single video game in the world copied A Boy and His Blob instead of this game. We'd have a billion games like that instead of a billion games like this, which we have.
What would be the name for it? Would it be like Metroidvania? It would be like Blobonia?
It'd be like Boy-like. Blob-like. It's like, all right, guys, I gotta go stream some Boy.
Right. I know that blob-like makes a little more sense and is a little more specific, but boy-like is so much better.
Yeah, Boy-like. It's like you hear the word boy and immediately your mind goes to like jelly beans.
Right. And there'd be like, obviously they would have made a lot of sequels if this game was a huge hit. So there'd be Boy 2,
Yeah.
Boy 3,
Boy 64.
Boy.
Well, yeah, like the speedrunners, they don't say the whole thing. They just say boy, because you know.
Oh man. Oh man. I want to live in that timeline where Boy was the one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this is the kind of game that's a bit more popular, but this was just as unique at the time it was made as The Boy and His Blob.
Absolutely.
It's like you didn't have games like this, and I'm pretty sure the fucked up life of the creator is why we have so many games like this.
Right. Right. Well, he's channeled into something that a lot of people are feeling, but he felt it, and he also had this unique ability to make it,
Yeah.
and this unique vision for what it would look like. It's really incredible.
Yeah, and it's such a good title for a game.
I know.
Doom. It's
Doom.
just like you can't think of a more badass thing than that, can you?
Yeah.
It's just
Oh,
one word, 4 letters.
Oh yes, thank you for the congrats. Yes, we are officially streamers now. It's been a long time coming. I qualified for affiliate a while ago. I just did not really go through the rigmarole to get everything set up. Can we expect some PT, OP, etc. emotes in the future? Yes. So Joe and I made a mistake. We spent an afternoon putting together emotes for the Discord because we thought we'd be able to bring those into here, but you actually have to do it the opposite way. So I think in the next week we will reverse engineer those so that you can use them in here, and then you can also use them in the Discord. That's coming, absolutely. Thanks for the reminder. Yes, Twitch megastars. That's where we're at. So there are certain expectations we need to fulfill. All right, I think we should call this stream a day. You can keep playing if you want, Joe. I'm just gonna turn off the camera.
I'm good.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. It was nice to do a Saturday morning supplemental Thingus for a change. We'll see if we can do another one of these in the future.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, all right. Let me link to the Discord. Actually, the thing I'm going to link to before I go is something that will take you to everything, including the Discord. Thingus.world. Let me click this and make sure it's correct. Yes. Thingus.world is the URL. I just pasted it in the chat. That's going to take you to links to the YouTube channel, the Twitch channel, which you already obviously know about, and as well as the PeerTube version and the Discord, and anything else that we realize we need. We're also working on a Thingopedia, which is going to be like our own wiki for Thingus, but it is very much undone. So you'll see that there in shambles as well. But that's the URL every time you're wondering about some aspect of this show. All right, bye everyone.